I'm coming. Open the door. Open the door.
I'm opening the door.
Open.
VQ is playing lurk-bait Twitch fishing.
Close.
Yeah, pausing the door.
Pulling.
Go.
Oh, 2 seconds left.
So these blue dots
Oh, yeah.
are they take away things.
Take away.
They take away.
Okay, maybe I will like this one more because it takes away, and I can have free range. Maybe I was very quick to my judgment on this.
Yep.
Do you see what I'm struggling with right here, right now?
Yeah. And right and like. Yeah.
Okay, yay!
Ooh, okay. Okay.
I'm so
Just
scared.
jump as far to the right as we can, I guess.
Okay.
And dash.
No! No! No, you good? You good? I don't have more electricity on the defibrillator. Let me Is there no? That spawned in my face. That is not okay. That is. Oh. Can I change my alchemy? It has orange.
You can say you're sorry all you want, but it doesn't unkill her.
No, but he can give me a creamy. I will forgive him. That came out bad.
Are you getting arrested?
No! Ah! Oh.
Yeah, you in jail.
PQ, are you in jail?
No. Thank you for reminding me. It's not easy to remember to check everything. What I said was, what do you mean, Muds? It's a random clip player. I didn't make it, and there's at least 2 Spirit Fair clips. Like, it sometimes comes on. I think that's basically what I said. But yeah, they're funny. Also, watching clips makes me want to go back to Content Warning and Murky Divers. Murky Divers has gotten a lot of updates since last, I think. Content Warning, I don't know. I haven't checked too much on that. Let me actually check now. Murky Divers. They have a major anniversary update coming in June. So June. I might get people together to play this. Do they say when though? No, it doesn't tell me a date. So somewhere in June it happens. It has been long. Last played January 23rd. Boy, boy, boy. Content warning, what about you? You have not gotten any updates. Great. I wonder if they will update with something or not. I haven't done anything since like December 13. Wow, bad game. No, maybe they're planning something. Maybe they're making a new game. Who knows? Maybe life stuff is happening. But I really hope that Murky Divers get like an either a countdown or a specific date posted. Because giving dates are very important for funny things and important things in time. Well, let's go. To the murder mystery. Oh yeah, we're back in the past. We're gonna talk about our bad past. What happened? Beep 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 beep. I don't know why, but the wait that comes in the beginning kind of reminds me of the I had the name and then it just disappeared when I was gonna say it. There's an anime. You know that one. It's kind of set a little bit back in time. You have two that's like a wife and a husband that's robbers, and then you have multiple views of the same day or same week. Not anime. And then you have a crazy guy who dresses in white and is blonde and most of the time is bloody. I remember the wife having a Santa Claus outfit at some point on. What is that anime called? It starts with a B. Start with the... Hold on. I need this now. It's one of my favorite animes and I can't remember it. It just stopped. Baccano, yeah! Thank you. Because it reminds me of the beginning of you know, the intro of Baccano with the beep 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 beep. Baccano is great. I love that anime. If you haven't watched it, it's great. It has multiple views, it has comedy, it has action, it has a crazy villain. Or villain-ish. He's a villain for somebody, but not all of them. Wow, only one I can think. You got it! Maybe I've talked about it to you before, and that's why it... Yeah. Because it started on B2. Okay, what do we have? Body of Michael Dew worked here in the investment bank. Single strike to the head. You had a chance to look around yet? I was waiting for you. Waiting for me to do it, you mean? To do the investigation. Wait, is he dead? Is that the dead body? They just left him like that? Michael Dew, blunt force trauma. He just... Did he sit here and get hit to death? Secretary. Good morning, I'm Detective Houston. I understand you found the victim? That's right, I'm the office secretary. I'm always the first in. Would you mind answering some questions? Okay, what do you need? What can you tell me about the victim? The way he stands is like... It's like an S. Why is he standing like that? Why is it so bent all the way down? Even like... What? He's standing weird. I don't know why. But that's a weird way to stand. He looks so uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable for him. If there's no Houston, we have a problem jokes. I'm raging. Bad posture. Oh yeah. Probably because his body knows he's gonna be sitting down in the basement until the new partner comes. He may just be another victim to you, but he was our friend and colleague. No, he is a precious victim to me, ma'am. I love my victims. I love knowing all about them before forgetting it all because there's a new case. Putting his butt out. Maybe he already had something in his butt. He's trying to conceal and don't feel. Haha. Houston, Nate. Got something to tell us? You love your victims. So... No, I love their victims. I love other people's victims. That I get to know everything about. Even the dirtiest secrets. I'm sorry, it must have been very hard for you finding him like this. Did you know him well? Michael was the senior investment manager. He's worked here for years. What else can you tell me about him? Tell me all of the details. He was a hard worker. He was dedicated to his job, even if he did make the odd risky investment. Risky investment? Well, with Michael, they paid off most of the time. Should he be making risky investments as the senior investment manager? Mr. Onwin liked to see his employees take risks. He saw something in Michael. I suppose you could call him his protege. Protege, yeah. I can say this word, but I can't say the economy. Economy. You know what I mean. Economy! Jesus! You said that he was dedicated? Would he have been working late last night? He was still here when I left yesterday. He usually worked later on his own, but he seemed more stressed out recently. No, I had a problem with the economy too. Economical. That too. They're stupid words. Write it different. Find a new word for it. I found him looking like lost in the files archives recently. I think I startled him. Don't think he was expecting to see me. What was he doing in there? He said he was looking for an old account file, but he didn't want my help to find it. I take it there is some record of who's coming in and out of the building. All employees need to swipe in and out with their personal employee card. That's about it. No security guards. We have no need for any. There's no cash in the office. The standard alarms have always been enough. Never could have expected something like this to happen. What do you Hold on. No, it's correct how I did the economical. What do you mean the way Homer pronounces nuclear? It's not the same. Second time around. I don't know. Stupid words. Why do we even need to use words? Who else would have been around yesterday? The office was full during working hours. Like I said, he would have been working later alone. Is there anyone that could confirm he was here? Well, the associates and analysts would have left by that time. There was a cleaner, Hank. He's here later. And Mr. Onwin, the owner. No, Mr. Onwin Sr. is away on business at the moment, so his son, Carl Onwin Jr., he's an investment manager too. Tell me about Hank. He's a nice guy, had a rough past. He's part of the Second Chance program that gives ex-convicts a job. Mr. Onwin saw it as a great opportunity to help get them back into the workforce. He was happy to have him here in his business. Mr. Onwin is a trusting man. He has a big heart. But still, to have an ex-convict working at an investment bank. He's only the cleaner, and like I said, there was no cash or anything in the office. He does like a bet though. Mr. Onwin Sr.? No, Hank. Stop guessing! Mr. Onwin Sr. Apparently, every answer to that is wrong. No, Hank. He'll have his headphones on, listening to the baseball. I've even caught him once calling his bookmarker from my phone. I told him no uncertain terms that it was the last time he was to do it. What did the other employees think of him? He got along with most of them alright. Alright, I suppose. Michael was very welcoming when he started, although they've been a bit distant recently. We're like half of this. I mean, yeah! Half of them are right! I'm doing good. But he got 100% no on this. Every question he asked, no! This other person. Distant? I'm not sure why, but it just seemed like there was some tension. Anyone else that Hank was close to? Oddly enough, I saw him leaving with Carl recently. I didn't realize they were friends. Living together. That's odd. They were talking about going for a drink. Carl being nice to anyone was odd. I've already forgot who Carl is. Oh, look, Onwin. Okay, so he's the junior? No, he's the senior. Hank. No, Hank is the ex-convict. Carl is the junior. What can you tell me about Carl Onwin? Let's just say there aren't many similarities between him and his father, except their name. If he is so different from his father, how has he ended up as an investment manager? Don't get me wrong, he's not bad at his job, but he's not the best. He just doesn't seem to care about anything but himself. Something I overheard Mr. Onwin say he wanted to change. Change how exactly? Well, he was given the his job to learn the value of the dollar, make an honest living for himself that wasn't of the family name. But in my opinion, it's only made him worse. Thank you. That's a lot of information. Look at that. Look at that. And my camera is a little bit in the way for this one. Right there. Like, when I read text, I need to check my where my OBS is to finish reading because my camera is right here and it takes up a lot of space. It could be like 1 or 2 words and I'm like Michael, but was Carl then mad that Michael was Senior's protege? Does he have a problem or something? Because it would no. Carl was kind, and that's weird. But Hank is not the one dead. Michael is. More stressed than usual. Risky investments. Hey, I need to look at more stuff. Stack of complaints about who? Don't even get to read them, okay. Okay. Yeah, I got a password. Password. Or maybe this computer. From Onwin Investment Bank to account number. Okay. So that's probably time to call a call one. Yeah. A cold soda. That's for sure. That's for sure. Hey, do America have no work on 1st of May? Or is it the day before the 1st of May? No. What? When is 1st of May? Is it tomorrow? Yeah. Do you guys have no work tomorrow? Do America not have work tomorrow? Or is that a Norwegian thing? May 1st. Do you guys have work on that day? Yes or no? Question she asked if there's a bank.
Yeah! At last!
My corpse. Yeah, but is it like a national thing? We have like the workers' free day or the workers' day tomorrow. I don't know what it's called if you guys have it in... Oh, okay. Maybe you guys have it later or you don't have it. That's interesting. It just... Yeah! It's gonna be May! Missing plaque. Missing plaque? For what? Nothing I understand, at least. Can I go in here? Can I go in here? I love that they're just like leaving the body, just like that. I can't go in there. Why can't I go in here? Ma'am? Ma'am? It's gonna be me. Password or notepad. For the risky no. Oh, what is this for? Could have been the murder weapon. Blunt force trauma. Maybe somebody hit it with that one. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. I mean, maybe it's no blood on it. Yeah, you need to move. You need to see stuff over here. Does he have complaints? People complaining about him and he's stressed about that? How is the company doing? Business-wise, I mean. I noticed a stack of complaints. Business is good. There are always going to be those that complain. And those complaints who deal with them. It was Michael's job when Mr. Owen was away. Most of them were just disgruntled that they haven't made as much money as they were hoping or expecting. Maybe that's why he seemed so stressed. Maybe. I did not know that it was gonna click, but okay. I was like, maybe he's jealous. Maybe Carl was jealous, you know. Can you tell me about the hierarchy in the office? Mr. Onwin Sr. at the top. Michael was what you would call his right-hand man as a senior investment manager. Although he was only officially promoted recently. Then the investment managers and the associates and analysts who reported to them. Right him. That's why he's no, it's not him. Maybe he did a bad job. You know what I mean, hand job. And everyone was happy about Michael's promotion. New evidence. Recently promoted. No. Obviously not gonna be there. Recent tensions with Michael. Why did you have tension with Michael? Did he complain? Is that it? No. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. Doesn't want to go to the blunt force trauma. Maybe no, I didn't want to go to Michael either. I didn't think that would be one. I was like, nah, that's too easy. Okay. Nothing is too easy in this. What did you find out? You're a man that likes to bet? How tempting would it be working in an environment like this? What do you mean? You think Hank might have put his own money into an investment? If Michael and Hank had some recent intention, could be down to some lost money. It would make sense. Hank probably saw one of those risky investments as his chance to win big. Lost money. I mean, he could have been mad about that. I would maybe say the lost money would like be either a recent thing, maybe. Lost money. I got one. Jealousy, I'm betting. There were no hard feelings between Carl and Michael after his promotion. There was always your standard office rivalry, maybe some jealousy. Ha! Carl thought he was shoe-in for the position. I don't think he liked the idea of answering to anyone else, especially with his name above the door. But like I said, Mr. Onwin wanted Carl to make an honest living. Yeah. And he did not want that. Jealousy. Okay, so we got Carl and Hank. I think we have everything. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Yeah! Good start. Good start. We got back to the station and Lou received a call almost right away. From who? Merrick, apparently checking up on the case. There was something up though. No. Apparently checking up on the case. Punctuation. There was something up though. Punctuation. Punctual. Something. You know. Lou was shady about the conversation. He said he had told him we were going to see our prime suspect, Hank. That's presumptuous after the secretary told you about Carl Onwin as well. Hank had known priors, locked up for 4 years following possession of a firearm and selling stolen goods, but released after 18 months for good behavior. Doesn't sound like doesn't sound like he would want to risk getting caught up in the murder charge. My thoughts exactly. What Lou was said on Hank from that moment on. Time of death had been confirmed at 9:30 p.m., give or take. And Hank's employee card had registered as swiping out at 9:45 p.m. So we went to speak with him. And that's kind of weird. Maybe someone set him up to like make it easier to not get caught. Hank has dealt with the police before. If we push him too hard, he will just shut up. Shut off. He's an ex-con. If anything, we should be going in harder on him. He's a suspect, but that's no reason to go overboard. Let me take the lead on this one. Where's this? Hello? I thought it was red-haired. It's probably Carl. No, it's Hank. What about Guy? It's been a while. Oh, it's the bat that got stolen and burned. Ah, poor guy. Mr. Abbott, would you mind answering some questions? Sure, what about? It won't take too much of your time. Just a few questions about Hank Miller. Okay, go ahead. Okay. You and Hank are friends? We've known each other for years, even before he was inside. Have you seen a change in him since he's been released? For sure, he's making good use of his second chance. He shouldn't have been locked up like that in the first place. I'd say possession of a weapon while moving on stolen goods is reason enough to get locked up. Inside. Oh my god. The weapon wasn't even loaded, and it was in his car. He wouldn't have used it. Yeah, he knew how to work people. I don't know what I just read right now. What do you mean? He knew how to read people. Quick with his hands and an even quicker mouth. So he was a con artist. Some might call him that. He did what he had to do. What happened with his arrest? Him and his brother got mixed up with the wrong people. He only had the gun for show to scare them off in case they tried anything. Then the cops showed up and your newly appointed Captain Merrick threw the book at him. Are you trying to say he targeted Hank specifically? Not just Hank, all of them. He was out to clean up the streets as he put it. But he went too far. Everyone knew it. Captain Merrick has made some great changes in this town. Great changes for you, maybe. What's he done for us? The average Joe? He still lets those tough guys run the streets. They take the law into their own hands. What are you talking about? You know full well. Had 2 of them in last night looking for Hank again, and when you report them, nothing happens. Wow. Maybe change job. Joe Mama. Oh. Hank. I'd like to talk to you about Michael Dew. His body was found this morning. And you think I had something to do with it? What are you... We are just trying to find out what happened in the hours leading up to his death. So I'm sure you'll be cooperative. I'll tell you what I can to clear my name. What can you tell me about your relationship with Michael? He was a good guy. Nice that someone in the world actually gave me the time of the day. In what world? The almighty world of banking. You think I don't see how people look at me? To them, I'm just an ex-con. So others look at you differently then. I'm no idiot. I know what they think of me. Egotistical bankers only out for themselves. They're no better than most cons I know. Anyone particularly full of themselves? It's hard to tell one from the rest most days. Maybe a different tie. Look, I'm just trying to get an idea of what the office environment is like. Well, when the boss's son spends most of his day looking down his nose at you, what do you think I feel? Yeah. What about that, huh? Hey. There's nobody in here to cough. Carl Onwin? What's his problem? A rich kid that had everything handed to him on a silver plate. What more is there to know? Jesus, I'm struggling with reading today. Don't mind me. Also, look at this man. Beautiful mustache. Also, what's happening there? I know it's basketball. You're the cleaner of the office, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. What hours do you usually work? Whatever they ask me. Always a Friday. I normally start when they are leaving the office. About 6 p.m. We'll finish about 8 to 9 p.m. And last night, 9 p.m. I had to spend extra in the men's yesterday. Not a pretty sight. I'm going to take a look around. Don't go anywhere. So he left 9 p.m. They got on well together. Why did he look down on you if you went to drinks with him? Well, you did swipe out at 9:45. So who had your card? And also, didn't you get well with Hank? What's the tension then, huh? Hello, Wine. How you doing? I understand that you and Michael had a falling out recently. I wouldn't call it that. What would you call it? It was a misunderstanding. Look, I lost some money. Michael gave me some tips on an investment and it didn't pan out. But we're all good. We're all good! He's no longer here. Hello, Nova! Where's the hi bitch that she usually do? I would have been pretty angry if someone had given me a dodgy tip. Doggy tip. You win some, you lose some. That's just how it goes. You mentioned Carl Onwin. Doesn't sound like you two see eye to eye. He's got his opinion and I've got mine. I find it strange then that you two went for a drink together recently. I was surprised when he asked me too. I thought he was just trying to butter me up. Is that from Nova?
Oh, I don't think I'm a lot dumber than you thought that I thought I was once.
Why do you think he was trying to butter you up? I saw him that day rummaging in Michael's drawer. To be honest, I didn't think much of it. But the rest of the day, he was being overly nice. And then he asked to go for a drink at the Bird in the Hand. And you met him? When was this? Last week, sometime. And yeah, I'm not going to turn down a free beer, even if it did have to list. Even if I did have to sit and listen to him drunkenly jabber on about his dad. Thank you. Hello, Nova. I mean, I could have just done it for you. Doesn't he have the points? I mean, Jose kinda did it for you, didn't he? I just know you do it every time. What else did you talk about? Like I said, I was there for beer. He did most of the talking, although I did see another side to him, a less ruthless side. Ruthlessness is mercy! Maybe he isn't such a bad guy. 20k points. 223? Jesus! It doesn't count if I don't do it. And then do it! But he did, thank you. Use your points, people! I even have a waste your points, if you want. AK, where the fuck are you guys getting this point? Because they are here!
Take that, depression!
Because they sit here sometimes, lurking. And also, they click the green box, which you never do. I've seen you not click the box! I guess we're going mouse ball detective. Thank you for using your points, I guess. Hold on, mouse ball, mouse ball, mouse ball, mouse ball. Mouse ball.
If you guys have a prime, slap that prime on the table like a big fucking cock. Show everybody that you have a big fucking dick today and slap that prime on the fucking table right now!
I want the tiny hand. Camp Rock! Camp Rock! Camp Rock! Okay. 230k left! No! Oh yeah. Whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want it. Thank you. Have you not even seen on the cosplay I have? Sorry. I'm sort the green box easy. The green box is not easy to ignore. No, it's not. It's so green. Like an alarm. It's 4 days straight of cosplay stream. Oh boy. Make that tiny, yeah. Gotta have a tiny hat for the mouse ball. Hold on. Yeah, only one. Only one. Okay. I'll figure that out. Maybe... I don't know when, but maybe. Maybe next week. This week is booked full with things to do. Let's see. Do I have more to see around here? No. Okay, time to... Who we're looking for Hank? Nobody know. No. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, of course. Jesus Christ. Could be about his gambling. Tell me more about those two that were looking for Hank. To have loan sharks on his back, he must have owed some serious money. Doesn't mean that they can storm in like that though, scaring my patrons. What happened when they caught up with Hank? Hank took them outside, and when he came back in, he said it was all sorted. Sorted? How? He paid them. They had been around looking for him a few times. He must have got the money from somewhere to get him off his back. But he said... But he said he did make a wrong one, or like a not good one. I mean, if Michael helped him, that would tell me that, yeah, it helped. It actually helped. Owed loan sharks money. I don't know. There's nobody I can talk to either. Just tell me why. Oh. Yeah, but that's not like the thing I need. I don't want like deduction links. I want a new dialogue. That's what I want. There was something else. I'll tell you what I can to clear my name. The guys that came looking for you yesterday, I understand they were here to collect your debt? Who said I'm in debt? I paid those guys and that's the end of it. Must have been worrying having people like that after you. It's sorted now, they won't be back. That failed investment can't have helped. You must have been pretty angry at Michael. Look, it was meant to help me pay off some money elsewhere. It didn't work out, so I had to find another way. I know if someone had done that to me and I lost everything, I'd have been furious. He deceived you. It sounded like such a good deal. It was meant to be a sure thing. He knew your situation. He knew you couldn't afford to lose. Sounds like he betrayed your trust. Did he apologize after? No, but... So he didn't even feel guilty about what he had done to you? You lost everything while he lost nothing. I didn't think he would do that to me. We were friends. He betrayed me. Okay, okay. Lost Hank. Betrayal. Trusted Michael. Okay, so who could be Hank? Because he lost it. Lost everything. Betrayal. Bedrager. Forræder. Ondskapen lyser som arr I hans fjes. By the time we got back to the station, Uniform had found Michael's missing plaque hidden in the dumpster behind the office, wrapped in a bloody towel. Your murder weapon. Even without the forensics results in yet, Lou was eager to head straight back to Hank. He thought mentioning the weapon would make him slip up and admit something. And you? I wasn't so sure. There was more to the case. I spoke with the clients whose money Michael had lost. That's motive right there. They were out of the country on business as expected. They weren't overly sympathetic to hear Michael had died. It amazes me how money means more to some people than a human life. Which is why we need to find out what else was on Michael's computer. We had no idea what the money transfer on his computer meant, and with Uniform coming up with empty finding anything else on the hard drive. If it had been sent to Lou's friend to do some digging, so we went to speak with her. Bum, ba, bum, ba. We need to get as much as we can out of Michael's computer and find out exactly what he has been up to with that transaction. If anyone can get that information, it'll be Stacy. I read that as Slacy. Slacy! She may look like a normal teen, but she's a whiz with a keyboard. Let's hope so, because if it was down to me, you would have destroyed the thing. Hello, ma'am. Miss Wilson. Mr. Anderson. I'm Detective Houston, and you know my partner? Detective Houston. Lou, how can I help? We're here for the computer that was left with you. Of course! We're looking for anything that might shed some light on what Michael was up to. Well, for starters, it looks like someone had been trying to get into his computer. What makes you say that? The last time someone used the computer, they had trouble with the password. They only got in on the last try. Unless Michael had a really bad memory, I'd say there was an unauthorized access. And you said there was a transaction still on the screen when you found it? That's right. I don't think he made it. It looks like he was investigating someone making those transactions. What else can you tell me about what Michael was investigating? Well, some of the files were corrupted, but lucky for you, corrupted files are my specialty. I managed to recover them all. What did you find? Money transactions between the Onwin Investment Bank and another account. Huh. Did you find anything out about where the money was going? That's the thing. I looked, but I couldn't find anything. What do you mean? Nothing at all? Only the name of the business, Smith Logistics. I tried to find out more about the account number, but came up blank. They were receiving money from the Onwin investment account, and that's it. Take a look for it yourself. I set it up on the counter over there. Thank you. Now don't leave anywhere. Unauthorized access. Michael was hacked. Could it be Hank? He was the only one in until like 9 p.m. I know he left and Michael didn't die before like 9:30. But it also says that his card got swiped 9:45. Could be someone who had stolen it, but you know. We can only go by the name. Beneficiary James Cooper, director, account number 250. No investment found. Okay. $250. I knew I recognized the number. He would have been in there. Hmm. Yeah, I'll go for that right now. What did she say? These transfers, they are always on a Friday around 8:30 p.m. And who do we know that's always in the office on a Friday evening? It doesn't look great for Hank. Guy didn't say exactly what Hank used to be involved with. He said he was a con artist. That's the jack of all trades criminal. So you think he could be involved? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to make a transfer on a computer, especially for a fraudster like him. Looks like Michael discovered the truth about Smith Logistics, and he wound up paying the price for it. There must be a connection between someone in the office and that company. We need to track down this James Cooper. If his name is on the transfer receipt, he must know something. Let me think. Let me think. Known history of fraudulent activities. Yeah, that makes sense with the... He didn't... No. There was no... Yeah, no, it makes sense with... That makes sense, no matter. CEO. CEO. Employee reference, CEO. Carl! 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 I got you! No, I got you, boy. What did she say? This employee reference CEO Carl Unwin. Carl that kills people. And he did kill up people! In this game too! You think it was Carl that set up the company? He's been working with them in some capacity. If anyone is going to know more about them, it's the guy that was assigned to the company account in the first place. Yeah! Wow. I'm really working it now. I don't have my Y yet though. Where the fuck is James Cooper? Oh, it's the thingy. I don't know. So was Carl sending money to the company he started through Michael to like steal money from his dad or something? From his dad's company? I think so. Makes sense. No sign of any capital investment by the company yet, and yet they're still receiving regular payouts. Looks like straight up fraud to me. Money was being paid directly from Onwin Investments into Smith Logistics. But if it's a shell company, who's really receiving all? Who's really been receiving all that money? Carl. Carl is the one. Maybe Michael found out, and that's why he was killed. Let's get back to the station. We've still got much of the puzzle pieces to piece together. Let's say on that one. Just the shell, yeah. Doing so good. It was Carl. Now we just have to pinpoint it. We could rule out Michael being behind the missing funds, and when we looked further into Smith's logistics, there was no sign of real company at all, merely a receiving account offshore. How did they get away with sending funds to a shell company for so long? I suppose if no one was looking, it had to be someone in the office who knew how to cover their tracks. First thought, Carl. Yeah! Which is why I wanted to check out his alibi on the employee card record. Carl hadn't even swiped out the day of Michael's death. Because he used Hank's card. Because he used the other card. We had heard he was one of his regular haunts, the bird in the hand, which didn't surprise me. A hideout for a wealthy who lived to flash the cash. Carl to a T. The results were back in for the plaque and towel, confirming Michael's blood. But the plaque had been wiped clean, not a single usable print. The killer was clever enough to cover his tracks. Without any hard evidence on either Hank or Carl, we were pitting one story against the other. Lou was still adamant on Hank's involvement. Thank you. Why? Why you do this? And questioning why I didn't think the same. I was hoping someone at the jazz bar would be able to confirm Carl's arrival time. No, you're excused. Bless you. Better in than out. No, better out than in, I guess. Oh shit. Pro shit. Pro shit. I think I recognize this place. Yeah. Hey, what's it called? Bird in a hand? What? Okay. I guess. Oh, that's probably the husband of the wife who died. No, he died too. Never mind. I remember with the lover that was her sister. Yeah. Carl's name has come up in connections to Smith Logistics. If he's involved with that, he's likely involved with silencing Michael to cover his tracks. I don't get why we would take money from his own family business, though. Because the father wanted him to make his own living. Maybe there is more to it than we know. There's only one way we'll find the truth. Wait, I need to check who this is. Are you the dead husband in the future? I'm Detective Houston. I'd like to speak with someone that was working last night. I was on the evening shift. No, it's a waiter. Never mind. By murdering everyone. Okay, would you mind answering a few questions? Of course. You must have seen Mr. Onwin last night. I didn't see Mr. Onwin, only Carl. That's who I was referring to. Ah, I'm sorry, we only call the senior Onwin Mr. Onwin around here. Even if he is always well dressed and presented, it doesn't make him anything like his father. You don't sound like his biggest fan. Nobody's his fan, apparently. I'll put it delicately. I have never met a more self-absorbed and egotistical man in my life. Not a fan? Got it. Do you notice anything different or off about Carl last night? Not really, apart from being late to his table. How late are we talking? Maybe after 9 p.m.? maybe 10 p.m.? He's always here on a Friday like clockwork for 9:30 p.m. but not last night. He checks his code, orders, or should I say demands his drink and makes the usual call. Tell me about his usual call. Tell me about when he came in. He's been doing it for a while now. He must have spoken to Jake, the boss, because he lets him use the phone. Do you know who he calls? All I know is that it's an international number. It's a super long number to dial. He asked me to do it once and got pretty angry when I got it wrong. Is that a regular thing for him to do? To get angry, I mean? It wasn't the first time he's exploded at me. He likes things his way, but he's a good tipper, so he usually gets it. When else has he acted like that? He wasn't happy when his credit card bounced. His company card, I'd like to add. Never seen him spend a dime on his own money. Let me guess, it was your fault for not charging it properly. You got it. I'm certainly never sad to see him leave. You're never doing art again. What art did you do now? Was it a big piece or something? Because you got tired? I think that's everything. Thanks. It was a big piece. Gotta show it when you're done. Let's see. Frequently international calls. That could be to the offshore thingamajig he has. No swipe out time recorded. Yeah. But he was late for the 9:30. That goes to that one. I'm pretty sure that one is that one. As he used Hank's lost his key card. Hank presented during transfers to Smith Logistic. Could be the offshore shell company. Okie dokie, and we'll see it after stream. Who is that? Oh my god, it's Carl! The waiter told me about Carl making international calls when he was in on Friday around 9:30 p.m. Seems more than just a coincidence that it's just after the time the money transfers. Would he really make those calls himself? He also said Carl arrived later than usual yesterday and was in a rush to make his usual call. Operations like that would need a tightly run ship. I can't see it working if he was making late calls. Looks to me like Carl might have finally been cut off from his father. He was working at the investment office. Why would he need to take handouts from him anyway? You met Carl. You really think he was going to say no to free money? If this company credit card bounced on just a round of drinks, it looks like that's the end of his free ride. And we haven't even gotten to Carl yet. And that's why the company card, I don't know. Carl, I see you over there. Mr. Onwin, I was hoping to speak to you about the death of your colleague Michael Dew. in my office, where I work. Perhaps the death of a colleague is more important than it happening where you work. For you, maybe, I have to go back and pretend like nothing happened. Yes, it must be very hard for you. Anyway, I have some questions. What do you want? Can you tell me what time you left the office on the night of Michael's death? I left about 8 p.m. I had a few things to tidy up. A new account that you wouldn't understand anyway. What would I know? After all, I'm just a cop. What was your relationship like with Michael? We were colleagues, like you said. I don't know what else there is to say. Okay, it doesn't sound like you two were particularly close. Him and I? Not so much. He'd shared it clearly. He'd certainly got comfortable with my father, though. He had a lot of influence when it came to decision making. Decisions about what? As senior investment manager, was that not his job? Well, maybe, but that doesn't mean he could take my place. He acted like it was his company. How were you with the rest of the office? Hank, for example. What's he got to do with anything? He's just the cleaner. Am I wrong in thinking you went for a drink with him recently? No, you're right. He wanted to talk to me outside the office. I said we should grab a drink. What did he want to talk about? He said he had some cash issues and asked if I could help out. I assumed it had something to do with his gambling habit. Have you ever heard about a company called Smith Logistics? Can't say that I have. Should I have? What about James Cooper? Got me again. What's he got to say about me? We are yet to track him down. I thought you might be able to help with that. If I knew you were talking about... If I knew who you were talking about. This brat. But like, he left work, but there's no swipe, man. There's no swipe. Hank asked to borrow money. There's Hank. I don't have Hank here anymore. My man, Carl assigned to Smith Logistics. And hold on, let my brain catch up. And you still has to have the audacity to tell me you haven't heard of it? That's weird, man. That's weird. That's weird. I've got more questions. What do you want? Oh, I got so many questions for you, boy. If you've not heard of Smith Logistics, maybe it's because I say it wrong every time. But you know you heard about it. Can you tell me what your name was doing on its account? My name? Unless someone has... Oh, would that... oh, would that be the account Michael asked me to look at a while back? You tell me. He wanted me to look into something to do with a logistics company. But I didn't get the chance to. I've just been so busy profiting from my own accounts and investors. What was it that Michael wanted you to look into about them? I couldn't tell you. I had my own accounts to be looking after. I wonder why he was wanting my name on the account. We have been through the key card log of the night of Michael's death, and there's no record of you leaving the office. You know who my father is, right? That's for the employees. You are an employee, sir. Employees like yourself. I have a set of master keys. When your name is on the building, you can come and go as you please. No, no, no. No, 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 no. You can't fool me. No, 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 no. I'm going to take a look around. Don't go anywhere else. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I have this. He finally cut you off. He wouldn't have given you the master keys if he has cut you off. Oh boy. Lies. Lies, I tell you. I could not be a good detective. I would be so sassy about them being like, oh, ho, ho, I smell a lie. Why you lied to me? Let's see, Miki the assassin detective. I have no poker face.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Yeah. How did you get on? Looks like we can't verify where either of our suspects were at the time of the murder, only their movements before or after. Are we just meant to believe them? Especially an ex-con? Stop talking about Hank! It's Carl! Could be both, I mean. They took a beer. Hank's lost keycard, and Carl using the master keys. I don't know which one I believe less. I'll take another way and look around. Yeah, we're unable to confirm anything about those. I need a hint. That's true, he was late. I don't have my Y yet. I need my Y. What is my Y? Maybe that's my Y. Oh, well, 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 who's back for questioning? No, Camp Pink is not broke yet. We've had it today and it's actually good. What do you want? Waiter mentioned that you had a little trouble with the drink spill the other night. He should keep his nose out and mouth shut. I used the wrong card, that's all. The company card. So what if it was? What's that got to do with anything? I wouldn't have expected such a high flyer like yourself have any problems with money. And I shouldn't have, except Dad's been listening to his new senior manager too much. Michael? If he had just kept his opinion to himself, I wouldn't have had to be embarrassed like that. Maybe use your own money, rich boy. I'm going to take a look around, don't go anywhere. Anger. I think it's Carl. With anger. Yeah. We left the bar still not completely sure on either Hank or Carl's connection to it all. What was your gut telling you? My gut said Carl, but Lou still thought Hank was involved somehow. Am I missing something here? Lou said he had received a tip that say that Hank had been seen hanging around with the same lot that got him locked up in the first place. Okay, that doesn't mean he killed Michael. But to Lou it meant he couldn't be trusted. He was an ex-con with a history of fraud-related crimes. Lou thought he was never going to change, and his place was behind bars. I thought we should go back to the investment office. There must have been something we missed. I'll take a look around. There must be something we missed the first time. What are you expecting to find? Something that's going to help us say definitely who's behind the fraud and Michael's murder. If you ask me, there's no denying Hank's involvement. And you're just happy to ignore Carl's obvious connection to Smith Logistics. Now we can go in the big boss office. Yeah, she denied me going in here. I mean, oh, shiny. Nice. Nice. Michael, the information that follows is highly confidential. I trust I can count on your discretion. The accountant has informed me of some irregularities in our books for this quarter. Having looked through the cash accounts, the balances are far lower than what our books report. As you know, I'm going to be out of the country from tomorrow for a few weeks, so I'd like you to take the reins on an internal investigation. I give you full permission to do what you have to, full access to all accounts and files to find out what has happened. Consider everyone a potential suspect. No one is off the table. No one. I'll expect an update by Friday. I know you're going to be taking on some of my other duties while I'm away, but this is a priority. I have every faith in you. Sincerely, Carl Onwin Sr. Okay, so he got the go to like investigate this. Yeah. So he was investigating that. I need to move this. There. The heck, because of anger or betrayal. Maybe he was trying to like get away. Or get, I don't know. Get it to someone else or whatever. There's something up here. There's something up here. Oh, there's something there too. To whom it may concern, I regret to inform you of the recent passing of Mr. James Cooper, a client of Unwin Investment Bank. His death on 2nd January has been a great shock to family and friends alike, and his life is to be celebrated at St. Mark's Church on 14th January. Having spoken with his family, they have informed me that they wish to close his investment accounts and withdraw all capital effective immediately. If you require any further information, including copies of Mr. Cooper's death certificate, my office will be happy to oblige. I thank you in advance for your cooperation and understanding. Yours sincerely, Goldstein and Wagner Law. He died 12 weeks ago. He said he didn't know James. Like at all, haven't heard about it. Business cards, Carl Unwin, Senior Investment Manager. Torn up. He was angry, so he tore up those. Maybe. Update to client record. 6 weeks ago. Wait, hold on. He died 12 weeks ago. What do you mean? Something ain't adding up. Something does not make sense. Find anything incriminating? So Michael was ordered to investigate the missing money. When the secretary found him in the archives, he must have been looking for evidence. Do you think Unwin Sr. had any idea who was behind it? He must have trusted Michael enough to assume it wasn't him. Looks like everyone else was a suspect, though. Carl obviously thought no one would notice a dead man's account being reopened, and no one did, until Michael started investigating. I don't know what to link to stuff. Thank you. Snack time for detectives. I should have linked those, Jesus Christ. Funny thing is, I have found nothing that points to Hank, only to Carl. Hank said he saw Carl acting suspiciously around Michael's desk. Maybe he knew about Michael's investigation and was trying to see what he had found. What is acting suspiciously exactly? Hank didn't see Carl actually do anything. Carl could easily have found Michael's old password, and he knows about the required resetting of them. He could have made an educated guess. All circumstantial. Hank could have done the exact same. He has priors, a con artist, his own friends' words. Okay, but everything is pointing to Carl in this room.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Thank you. That's Carl right now. Not exactly, but he didn't disagree. Let's look at everything we got. I'm so sure it's Carl. It is Carl. I am pretty sure it's Carl. It doesn't point to anyone else. He was investigating fraud. He is the fraud officer. I know I don't have everything. Maybe it's anger, please. Okay, it was anger. Never mind. I had everything that I needed. We were finishing up at the office when Lou hit me with a bombshell. Let me guess, he had miraculously found some evidence against Hank. Not so much found, more ready to plant. What do you mean? Lou wanted to set Hank up? How could he even suggest that? He said the orders had come from Merrick himself. Apparently, I missed the memo about that meeting. Merrick wouldn't have ordered that. He couldn't have. I told you he couldn't be trusted. He had convinced Lou that Hank should be behind bars. For the good of the town. Sending an innocent man back to jail is good for the town? I just can't believe it. I told Lou how ridiculous it all sounded. We were cops and it's someone's life he was prepared to ruin. You didn't go ahead with it, did you? Of course not. I managed to talk him out of it, but we both knew Merrick wasn't going to be happy. Taking on Merrick would be no easy feat. Exactly, we talked about just doing what I thought it was right and arresting Carl. After all, the evidence pointed to him. Did you have enough to convict him though? Convict him, I mean. That was the problem. We'd have to make sure the evidence could hold up. Meaning he would have to find something concrete on him. I know you don't have to give me that look. But planting evidence on a guilty man to get the conviction is nothing like planting it on an innocent man and sending him to jail. So, what did you do? I had to report it. If I didn't report it, Merrick would get away with it again and again. Little did I know that Merrick had connections at the Tribune and friends at City Hall. Clancy Brown. Bingo! He was just a reporter back then. When I went to see him, I told him about the case, obviously keeping a few facts out of the press, but enough about what Merrick was up to. City Hall, as in Governor Johnson. The governor was obviously in on Merrick's plan, if not behind it from the start. They must have heard about me going to Clancy made him a better deal. The position of editor for his sense of morals. Now I know why you can't stand being near them. The whole story was twisted and Lou became the fall guy. It was our word against the police captains and governors. So Lou got fired. And I got put down here. My warning from Merrick to stay in line. That's why you were sent to spy on me. He's been looking for any excuse to fire me. And what happened to Carl and Hank? What do you think? He got away scot-free from the law anyway. I don't know the details, but I can't imagine Onwin Sr. would let his son get away with stealing money from his business. Hank lost his job as a cleaner. Even being involved in an investigation like that was a breach of his second chance program, and he got sent back to jail. How would you even, like, oh. How would you even, like, know you were gonna be in that position? Yeah, nobody plans to be a suspect, you know? Except for those who murder and other stuff. Other criminals things, I guess. I mean, they don't plan either to be a suspect, but you know what I mean. It was all my fault. I thought I was doing the right thing, and all I wound up doing was ruining 2 people's lives. You did what any good officer would have done. Thank you for telling me. You now know why we have to nail the governor for what he has done. Where do you go from there then? I wonder who that could be. Gee, I wonder. DCA, Detective Clark speaking. Detective Clark, this is Mark Tripp. I think it's time we met. I have some information you're going to want to hear. Mark Tripp? Mark! The one who smashed the car. Finally get to meet him, huh? To be continued. In the next stream. No, I'm just kidding. We're doing it now. It's almost time for our meeting with Mark Tripp. Let's saddle up. You don't think we should take some backup? He's one man. Also, you really trust running this past Merrick after what I told you earlier? I guess not. Yeah. Got a fridge. Got a fridge. We haven't got anything other new stuff. Something's not right. Tripp said he'd meet us here. Where is he? You think this is a setup? Look. Looks like someone beat us here. Mark is probably dead. No! My information! It's Mark! Yeah, he dead. Empty gun holster, torn sleeve of shirt, wound in chest, no wallet, clutching scrap of folder. Okay, he probably had the evidence that we needed. But somebody was probably listening in on the call. Did you find? Mark Tripp was killed not too long before we got here. It looks like a document folder has literally been ripped out of his hand as he died. The timing's a little coincidental, don't you think? Anyway, I guess we're investigating a crime scene. Woo! Sure. Coincidental timing of attack. Oh, let's start over here. What's this? You got 2 new emotes? Did Noah make them, or did you make them yourself? Show them if you have put them in though. If they're gotten the okay from Twitch. I think this wallet is his wallet. Okay. Fire tracks. Oh. Okay. Like, there's a lot of tire tracks here. How do you see that they're fresh? As a person looking at this. Broken window trips Filofax. What is a Filofax? Footprints. Someone confronted Trip coming from the body. Maybe torn sleeve is to that guy. Single shot fired. But you didn't answer me. Who made them? What did you find? I found an empty wallet. Trip hasn't got one on him. I think this could be a robbery. In this sketchy part of town? It could be. One gun plus one empty holster equals this is Trip's gun. No detective points there. Wow. Oh wow. It was robbed. No cash or cards. What is with this? Huh? And it's no, it's too much a coincidence to be that. A gun. And fire. Nice. I like them. I also want a gun. But I actually not. Because it's not on me. But it's funny. I like it. Could it be the same paper? The scrap of paper I found in the wallet matches up with another one that looks like it got torn off as the money was being pulled out. It's a phone number. Let's give it a call. Okay. Can I call? Oh my god, I can. Whose number is it? Hello? Hello, this is Detective Clark. Thank you for calling the office of Tribune newspaper. No one is available to take your call right now, but if you leave your name, number, and reasoning for calling, someone will get back to you. Oh. Wait? Why does he have the number to Tribune? Isn't that a little bit weird? Did you find? The phone number was for the Tribune. That wasn't what I was expecting at all. Yeah. Is it for like, this is a threat or something? Or in like, oh, it also fits in like horror games or something. Like the one I have with the cross. Kinda has the same vibe. Boon, how? I don't know how. I only know where at the moment. I need some hint. In chest. He didn't shoot himself, did he? It looks like his bullet wound came from his own. Why? Wouldn't be my choice of venue for suicide. And I wouldn't shoot myself in the chest. I've seen worse. No, I don't think it's a suicide, but it's the only thought thing. So these are the ones we're no. Oh, torn off sleeve. It wasn't a suicide. No. Come on. There is a torn off sleeve he has. Come on. Oh, broken window. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah. Torn off sleeve. I thought it was a torn off sleeve in his hand. Looking at that looking at that rip on the sleeve of his shirt at the broken window, I'd say he was pushed into it. We'll need more than that to go on. But fuck. Pushed into a window. We need more. We need more. This is wrong. I need more! Hold on, stop. Making that. This is wrong. I need more. More evidence. More evidence. Looks like Tripp struggled with his killer. The footprints go back with... The footprints go towards Tripp's car. Tripp gets out, he gets pushed back through breaking the window with his elbow. Right, then what? Working on it. And then the killer turns his gun and shoots him in the chest. I don't know. Maybe that made him lose, so he shot himself. That made him a trip up. Be tripping. Tripp was tripping. So Tripp's killer comes at him. Tripp pulls his gun. They struggle. It's 3 3. How many did you order? Or who made them? You never answered. Information. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. That's cute. And Tripp winds up getting shot by his own gun. Because Tripp be trippin'. Shot during struggle, that's how. But what do you mean? Ah, so she gave you extras because you're friends. Gotcha. I don't understand. What am I having wrong? Shot during struggle. I understand, but it doesn't wanna Let me continue. I don't want deduction links. I want answers. I want answers. Thank you. New dialogue. Because she's my boss. Wouldn't you say she's also your friend? You think I have money? I have no money. My payment to you is our friendship. I don't know how good of a payment that is. No, it's a joke. I would say you're friends. I think it's worth everything to me. Okay, that's good. I appreciate everything you do for me. What do you mean? I think you're right about this being a coincidence. Coincidence! I think not. Emptying the wallet and leaving it at the scene feels like an attempt to distract us from what's really going on. Yeah, in the behind. In that behind, because you be standing weird. Trying to cover up a hit. Or to cover the fact that they came looking for something specific. Sure. Sure, he says. Sure. Attacker came for something specific, which is the files. It is the files. Where's the files? Folder. I don't know why I'm getting excited by this. The last 2 episodes. Calling out people being like liars and everything. Tripp said he had something for us. What if he was killed because he wouldn't give up whatever it was he was holding on to? Something incriminating? Like the water plant? Sorry, the water treatment plant. There you go. Look at this, it's a mess. Tripp wouldn't give up in... Yeah, that's my why, that's my 13 reasons why. Yeah! Don't look at the 6 hints. I was struggling. Look at that. Why is he like nobody stands so bended. Is it because they used the same model or something? Because she got asked for that standing. He don't. He's trying to have that ass for that standing. What now? That's my line. Well, since we've decided to trust each other, that's exactly what we should do. I trust you know what you're doing. Like, it's... Have you seen the TikToks with the guy who put the skeleton of other Mario Party players inside of other Mario Party players' characters? It's like that. It looks like her skeleton was put... No. Yeah, her skeleton was put into him or something. Yeah, because it's the same stance. Just that his body is longer, so it doesn't make sense for him to stand like that. That's why your neck peeking through that t-shirt, my man. A lot of Waluigi. I saw a Peach. Peach was funny. Yeah, that's why it's throwing me off. He don't got the ass she does. He got a longer back than she does. It's very funny. Here, no problem here. Maybe a little bit problem here, but that's the t-shirt maybe. But no problem here. And you can see that it's the same sway, right? And here, and since he got longer neck than her too, and back, it just... Nobody else cares about this. But I see it, and it kinda gets to me. Because I can't stop looking at it. It's like a train wreck. You don't want it to happen, but you can't stop watching. Our only lead is the phone number for the Tribune office we found in Mark's wallet. I take it back. You can't make me go back there. Ah! You can stay here if you want. I'll go, but you're doing the talking to Clancy Brown. Thank you for coming with me. I don't want to go alone. I don't want to be a detective alone. Mr. Nate? Mr. Houston? Locked? What do you mean that is- hold on. You got secrets in this game? Why is it locked? Hello? Why'd that be locked, huh? Why did it say locked? No, you can't just pretend like I don't see it. I saw there was something that said locked when I was here. Okay. That's fine. What's uniform doing here? No clue, but I doubt this, it's to tell us why Mark Tripp had the phone number of Tribune in his wallet. Ooh, hello. What are you doing here? Ophelia! You have some gossip for me? No? Okay. Hey, man. Doing a job, I see. What's happening here, officer? Back out, please, ma'am! This office is closed until further notice. That's detective, ma'am, officer. Oh, my apologies. No one can enter until the investigators get here. The editor was seen gunning down a guy in a car park. Came here to arrest him. He killed Mark? Mark Tripp? That's the stiff. Clancy Brown is the shooter. Anonymous tips. Anonymous? Who might that be? Oh, really? We're investigating Mark Tripp's death. Where is Clancy? We need to speak to him. Gone AWOL. I still can't let you in. Merrick's orders. Merrick called it in, I betcha. I have to wait for... I can't remember their names. Save yourself the effort. Suit yourself. Was there something else you wanted? I'll be back. I'll be back. Huh. Hold on. Clancy might be dead too. What if Merrick is... What if they're trying to, like, cut loose ends or cut red strings, so they're just like, Mark Tripp gotta go, Clancy gotta go, so he probably did too. Everybody did. Here to arrest Clancy, sent by Merrick, sent order only, investigators allowed to enter. What if moi is the investigator? I'm a detective, that is basically the same thing. Is he going AWOL because of that? That? I don't know. Who do I need to look at? I need to talk to him. Can I find stuff? What did you find out? What do you make of this? We can't enter until the investigators arrive. Mitchell, I can't tell if that guy is dumb or playing dumb. I do know he's on the take and as dirty as they come. Merrick is sending some other investigators. Surely this is our investigation. I'll get back to you. Yes, it is. Take that investigation. Make it your own. Assassinate investigating Tripp's murder. Okay, what if it's us? We knew about Tripp's death? Hello? Officer. Victim. Was there something else you wanted? The way I see it, this concerns our case and falls under DCA jurisdiction. We're going in, and if you don't like it, you can take it up with Merrick. I don't like it. He's going to hear about this. Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. I'm still going in, though. Mwahaha. Mwahaha. What's that, a note? Oh. Take a note with strange symbols? Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Maybe Ophelia! I remember your name this time. You know what this means? You know what this sticky note mean? Hello again, Miss Markham. Did the officer tell you about Clancy Brown? Yeah, you don't believe it, do you? I need to ask you a few questions. Sure, what do you need to know? When was the last time you saw him? Last night. It was a bit unsettling. What was? He was on the phone to some guy. I could hear him pacing back and forth through the wall. The conversation got heated and Clancy started using pretty threatening tone. The guy on a speaker wasn't saying much at that point. Could you hear what the voice on the phone was saying? Not really, and not until I left my office and went to see if everything was okay. There was something about a meeting with the DCA, and the name Kitty was mentioned. Kitty? What else? That was it. When Clancy saw I was there, he almost jumped out of his skin. He didn't know I was still in the office. He got mad and told me to go home right away. I won't repeat the words he used verbatim. What's going on here then? Oh, that's shorthand. Most of us in this office are old school. Can you read it? Sure. Twin Pines Motel Car Park. That's it. Thanks. That's a big help. Is that where we were? No, maybe not. Ooh. Mention a meeting with DCA. Who is Kitty? What did you find out? Ophelia overheard something about a meeting with us. You think that was Tripp talking about our meeting? You got any other meeting planned? No, Ophelia said Clancy got aggressive on the phone. Threatening Tripp. It's not looking good for Clancy Brown. Stop putting it down over here. Ba 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 ba. I don't know. Shooting Mark. I mean, he was threatening him. Oh, yeah, because he was gonna share info. Trip had something for us. Maybe it was something Clancy didn't want us to see. Worried about his involvement in covering up articles for Governor Johnson? That could motivate a career guy like Clancy. Worried about being exposed by Mark Tripp. Yeah. So he probably went over here. I think this is where. This is why. And Clancy, you're the main suspect right now. No? What is a Filofax? I don't know what a Filofax is. Ophelia said she overheard Clancy's phone call and the name Kitty was mentioned. There's a Kitty Duval in Mark Tripp's Filofax. Is that an address? A number? Nice work. Let's keep this to ourselves for now. Okay, so maybe that is our... where? Yeah. I called around, no lead on Clancy's whereabouts. All we have to go on is this Kitty who was mentioned on Clancy and Tripp's call. Let's see if the Kitty Duval from Tripp's Filofax can shed any light on what they were arguing about. Mark's dead? I'm afraid so, Miss Duval. There appears to have been a struggle over a gun. That sounds about right for him. It was only a matter of time. I'm sure he knew it was coming. What do you mean? What forever do you mean? You're from the DCA, aren't you? Yes. Also with me on the call is my partner, Nate Houston. Nathaniel Houston? A while back, Mark told me that if anything happened to him, I should contact Detective Nathaniel Houston at the DCA. Whoa! Because he knows what's going on, kind of. He gave me a big envelope and said I should give it to him and give it to you. It has a file in it. Yes, he copied the file. FD006147. He didn't say. Wait right there, Miss Duval. We'll be right over. Is she gonna be dead when we get there? No, not here. Meet me in the park at the corner of Union and Bothwell in 30 minutes. Ooh. Mysteries. They're probably gonna get to her before us, huh? Maybe not. No, she's alive, yes! Damn traffic, I hope Kitty Duval's still here. This looks like it could be her. Hello, ma'am. Did you know a guy died over here? The same week, actually. This week. Excuse me, are you Kitty Duval? Who wants to know? I'm Officer Clark, that's Detective Houston. Oh, right. You said you had an envelope for us. No, sorry, I don't have anything. I made a mistake. But you just said... I'm sorry, I was just leaving. Hold up a minute, miss. Please don't leave before I have a word with my partner. No, she's gonna leave her things and be like, nah, I don't have anything to do with that. And then we get to check her things. First wisps. Somebody got here before us. Somebody got here before us. Kitty, can I look at the... Can I look? Hold on. Hold on. Kitty, wait. Hey, Kitty. How about I just look in this handbag real quick? Letter addressed to Kitty. Could be a bad letter. Come on, Kitty. I know what's up. You're like... They threatened you, didn't they? Broken bracelet. That's probably her. Hers. Yeah. What about the handbag, miss? What about the handbag? Yup, that does not look good, Kitty. We are here to help you. I'm also just looking in the forest, don't mind me. Gotta look everywhere, you know. I'm gonna talk to my partner first then. Anything useful? I think that broken bracelets is Kitty's. Her wrist is bruised. Maybe it came off in a shuffle with someone. Why not? Why won't she talk to us about it? Because she's scared. Why else? Why else? Nate? No, cut knees. Hey, Kitty. I'm back. What is it? Miss Duval, is everything alright? You seem a little off, and you said you had a file for us. I just want to go home. What was your relationship to Mark Tripp? Mark was a friend of the family. He used to be around a lot more when I was younger. Not quite an uncle, but he was nice to me. He sent me some flowers and a kind letter when my dad, Joe, died. I'm sorry to hear about your father. How did he die? Lead poisoning? You look like you've been running and had a fall. I was a little late for the meeting. Okay. Okay. Is that the letter, Kitty? Mr. Wall, what is it? Ask about opening letter from Mark Tripp. Is the letter in your handbag the one Mark Tripp sent you when your father died? Yes, you can read it if you like. There's a photo inside too. Hey Kitty, I heard about your dad. I'm sorry I can't make the funeral. You know I would if I could. I still have the engraved service pistol he got done for me when we came back from the jungle. On what wings dare he aspire? With the hand dare seize the fire. It'll always remind me of him. He was my closest friend and the world is definitely worse off without him. When he got sick, he made me a promise I'd keep an eye on you. I'll be around as soon as I can make it. Sending my love, Mark. Thanks for letting me read this. No problem. Bought Mark Trippin engraved gun. A photo of Trippin Duval in the army. Mark Trippin Joe Duval were close friends. Oh. I don't know. What's running? What were you running from? What happened? I didn't see that. I didn't look. Just running evidence of a scuffle. Mr. Wall, what is it? Mr. Wall, it's clear something has happened to you. Why were you really running? Just running away from someone. Who were you running from? We can't protect you unless you come clean with us. I got her here early. A few minutes later, this guy showed up and I asked him if he was Detective Houston and he said he was. But he wasn't wearing a uniform or anything. I asked to see his badge and he grabbed me by the wrist and told me to give him the file. Got free but only ran about 2 meters before I tripped over my own feet. He took the gun off his belt and said he was going to kill me if I didn't give him the file. But he could already see I didn't have it. He took my idea from the purse and said he knew where I lived, so I better not talk to the police. Don't worry, you're safe now. You're done the right thing telling us. Who else did you tell about the file and about meeting us? Just Rosie. Rosie? My dog. So if you don't have the file with you, where is it? Mark was really paranoid when he gave me the file, said I should be cautious with it, so I got here a little early and hid it in the bushes, in case I didn't like the look of you. Good thinking. I'm a little disoriented though. Not sure where exactly I left it. Thank you, ma'am. Only Cass and Nate knew about the meeting. So how did they know? There it is. It's not even in a bush, it's just there. Hidden in plain sight. File. What did you find? Anything useful? Want to have a look at the elusive FT file? I'm more of a fiction guy. What's the gist? Independent lead poisoning investigation. Finding from anonymized hospital patient data and water analysis sampling data. Well, it doesn't have a happy ending, but nothing we didn't already suspect. The correlation between the opening of the plant and the increase of lead poisoning is undeniable. Just like Karen Whittaker said in her article, before Clancy Brown butchered it. I don't know what to like put together here. Mr. Wall, what is it? You said your father died of lead poisoning? Yeah, maybe it was all his time spent at firing ranges. Did he live in this town? Most of his days. He also died from it. Probably after he died, Mark Tripp went on like investigation on it. What did you find? Anything useful? Tripp's decision to talk to us makes sense now. He'd been making people disappear to protect Governor Johnson and his poisonous new water treatment plant. But then one of his best friends falls victim to it, and Tripp has a change of heart, if you call what he had a heart. Johnson has so much blood on his hands. This file doesn't prove that, but sure, it's pointing squarely at him. That's all for now. Angry after water treatment plant caused Joe DeWalt's death. The who? Was the unknown attacker? Why is there no death mark on this guy if he's dead? That's a little bit weird. Every dead person we've had the death mark. What do you mean, unknown attacker? Silenced Kitty? We don't know who. What did you find? Anything useful? Kitty said said we are the only ones she told about the meeting and about the FD file. How could someone be a step ahead of us again? Unless... what? I've got a feeling that our phone back at the DCA is bugged. No way, Merrick? Think about it. He goes as far as to trying to get you to spy on me, but you gave him nothing for such a long time. So he gets impatient, waiting for something he can nail you with, and tries to get it straight from the horse's mouth. Son of a... Okay. Yeah. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Come on! Just give it to me. So if Merrick is the one who tried to intercept the file, does that mean he sent a cop after Kitty? I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Could be the same cop that was in Clancy's office. Police officer. Police officer, then. Fine. I'll take that D. These nuts. How did it go? I checked the evidence. No engraving on the gun at the crime scene. That either means he wasn't using the gun that Joe Duvall gave him, or it didn't belong to Tripp. Yup. Did you learn anything about the bug we found in the phone? I showed it to the guys in the equipment room. Before I had even said anything, one of them asked me if I was checking it back in for guess who? Merrick checked it out himself. Guess he wasn't counting on us figuring out our phone was tapped. What now? Well... dun dun dun! I guess this. Who might it be? Please come quickly. Clancy came to the Hunter's Lodge acting crazy. A car pulled up and told me to run out the back door. Where are you now? Are you safe? There's all kinds of commotion over there. I don't know. I'll call you back. Wait, Connie. She hung up. We need to get over there now. Now! Houston, now! Now! To the bar! It's a cop that's dead! Oh my god, it's Clancy! Look, it's Clancy. Oh god, he's got a gun! We have an officer on the ground. I can't tell if he's breathing. We might need to take Clancy down. Wait! Don't try your weapon. Let me try talking to him. I hope you know what you're doing. Hey, Clancy boy. Remember me? I know you didn't trust me, but... Hello? Hello? How do I talk to you? There we go. Clancy? This is Cassandra Clark. That's far enough. What do you want? We need to talk to you, but you have to lower your weapon. You think I trust cops right now? Go away! Shoo! I'll be back. No, you won't. You will not. Here the police presents. Because they're attacking him! Is he dead? Oh, he did. Glass in here, handcuffs on belt, purse on back of... Did he shoot him or not? Hey Clancy, I'm back. Clancy. Mitchell's dead, Clancy. What happened? Oh man. That's the last thing I need. It was my fault. I didn't kill Mark Tripp like they said on the TV. I want to believe you, but you need to give us your gun. What kind of gun is that with a silencer? It's his gun! And what's this on it? Oh my god, I said it before I read it! A silencer? What's that about? I'll be back. Just wait. Yeah, why is there a silencer on the gun? He's dead, so he can't say anything about it either. Plastic zip ties. Why would... He has handcuffs. Why? Wouldn't it be easier to use the handcuffs? But did you find anything useful? It looks like Mitchell tried to restrain Clancy with zip ties even though his handcuffs were right there on his belt. Seems like Mitchell was engaging in some unofficial business. Okay. Unofficial activity. Can it explain anything? No. Fallen chair. Maybe that is the bruise on the back. Peter Duval's idea, so he had it. He was the attacker. I knew it was the guy in the office. It was the guy, police officer we met in the office. I found Kitty Duval's idea. This means Mitchell was the police officer who threatened her. This is ugly. I don't know who's worse, Merrick for ordering Mitchell to do it, or Mitchell for going through with it. Attacked and intimidated Kitty Duval. Did he also do it to you, Clancy? Oh, broken bottle. Broken bottle. Which is glass in the hair. Sherlock. That's funny. What did you find? Anything useful? There's a broken bottle next to Mitchell. At first I thought maybe it just got knocked over in a fight, but there's glass in his hair. So Clancy hit him with the bottle. Surely that wouldn't have been enough to kill him. We need more to go on. Yeah, how did he die? Hit with bottle. Because it doesn't seem like Mitchell shot him. Hold on, are there any... No? Nothing in the windows? Could be like a silencer that shot him through the window or something, you know? No. Fallen chair. Gun with silencer would mean the... What did you find? Mitchell brings zip ties to restrain Clancy and a gun with a silencer? This wasn't an arrest, he was planning to make Clancy disappear. So Merrick sent Mitchell to silence Clancy. I knew he had a corrupt streak, but this proves he's rotten to the core. He's determined to tie up all the loose ends in this water plant conspiracy. No wonder Clancy doesn't trust us. Tying up loose ends. And that's why he's scared. Tying up loose ends. That's an official business. No. Give me a hint. It will. Oh yeah. Are you kidding me? That's it. Did he? I mean, if you hit hard enough. Mitchell has a nasty bruise on the back of his head, maybe from the bottle. Could be, but could be it knocked him over. Fatal blow from bottle. Yeah, I need more hints. Fallen chair. Obviously. Look at the table over there. It's been knocked back and everything's fallen off it. What is it? I think I'm starting to get a clearer picture of what happened here. Mitchell approaches Clancy with his weapon drawn, tells Clancy to turn around with his hands behind his back so he can restrain him. Clancy knows something's wrong. Before Mitchell can put the ties on him, Clancy catches him with the bottle, knocking him over. And Mitchell busts his head open on the table, knocking the chair off of it. Maybe if we got here sooner. I didn't have a private jet handy, did you? So, accidental death. I still need another why. Did he order the gun though? It must have been clear to Clancy that Mitchell wasn't here to arrest him. The zip ties, the silencer, Mitchell here on his own, Clancy being framed. I think it's fair to reduce that Clancy was most likely acting in self-defense. I hope that's enough to get him to trust us. Clancy not at fault. Hey, Clancy! Clancy, we understand it now that this wasn't your fault. You were acting in self-defense. Mitchell came here to kill you. Like, I don't know it. Like, I don't know it. You people want me to think you're my friend. Be smart, Clancy. You've killed the cop. Without us to vouch for you, you'll be lucky if you make it to prison. We know you're mixed up in this water plant conspiracy, and it somehow involves Merrick and Governor Johnson and Mark Tripp. But we can't help you if we don't understand everything that's going on. Give me the gun and let's talk. Okay. Start from the beginning. Mark called me up out of nowhere the other night. He told me he was going to tell you guys about everything, his involvement with killing Karen, Johnson getting me to mess with her article. He asked me if I wanted to be there to lend him some credibility. Did Johnson order her death too? I didn't know who killed Karen until that call, and I don't know if Johnson was involved. I raged at Mark for God knows how long. I was angry at him for getting Kitty Duvall involved too. I guess you talked to Ophelia already. Thank you. Anyway, I guess I wanted to confirm him. So I took a cab to the address Mark gave me, but before I got to Mark, another car pulled up. I hid behind a dumpster. I didn't hear much of the other guy. Tripp started shouting about some woman. What about Jody? He kept saying. There was some kind of fight and I heard a gun go off. I just started running and didn't look back. Do you think you could ID Mitchell's as the shooter? Then we could prove Merrick was. I didn't see who it was, I'm sorry. How is Mitchell involved in this? I came here wanting to get out of it. I came here wanting to find out if Karen left any of her research here. Mark got me thinking about my part in this, and I wanted to set it straight. Mitchell must have followed me here. Followed me from the place I've been staying. When his car pulled up, I told Connie to run out the back door. I think she was kind of scared. He pulled his gun on me and told me to put my hands behind my back. When he pulled those zip ties out of his pockets, I knew something was up. I had no choice. I grabbed the first thing to hand and it was self-defense. Will testify to that. Okay, so we got everything. He can confess to everything too. We got 2 Ys, and it was the table that was the fatal blow, not the bottle. Yeah. We know Merrick is behind Mitchell's actions, and that he's been doing this to protect Johnson and his water treatment plant. But we don't know if Merrick was acting without Johnson's knowledge. Let's pay a visit to Governor Johnson. This time we're not calling ahead. Yeah, let's give it to him straight. Be like, hey, you murderer! We know Governor Johnson and the water treatment plant is at the center of all of these killings, but we can't be sure how much he knows, Cass. I know, we have to tread lightly. Well, there he is. Hello, sir. Thank you for taking the time to see us, Governor. My assistant said it was a matter of urgency, but after our last meeting, I'm not convinced you aren't here just to throw around more accusations. I hope you can prove me wrong. We come into possession of some disturbing evidence that shows that Captain Merrick is responsible for framing Clancy Brown for the murder of Mark Tripp. Not only that, there's also a good chance Merrick sent an officer called Mitchell to kill Tripp before we could meet him. This is a lot to take in. What evidence do you have of Merrick's involvement? I'm afraid we're not able to discuss that at this time, but we'd appreciate your cooperation in trying to straighten out the details. I don't see what I could tell you, but of course I want to help clear the name of a man who has served this town for over 30 years. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. Captain Merrick, gun at crime scene. No. Let me talk to my partner. Hold on, let me look at your picture before. Joe Duvall? What did I say about Joe Duvall? In army. There we go. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. That gun might have been given to Mark Tripp, so he switched maybe his gun out. Governor's call log. Brace yourself. There's an engraving on Governor Johnson's gun. On what wings dare he aspire, etc. Yup. Damn. Damn is right. Let's sit on this till we get whatever else we need from him. We can't have him climbing up and asking for his lawyers. Looks like Johnson has been trying to get rid of some evidence. His call logs shows a call placed to Warden Cromwell the same day John Riley was murdered in his prison cell. Great work. This FD could end Johnson's career. End it. It's a powder keg. Call to Warden Cromwell. Yeah, let me ask him. When was this photo of you and Joe Duvall taken? This was the urgent business you had me hold my calls for? His daughter was almost another of Mitchell's victims. Kitty, that scumbag didn't... She's fine, and Mitchell is dead. What a mess. Poor Jody. You mean Kitty? Jody was Joe's nickname in the army. He wouldn't have wanted his daughter caught up in any of whatever this is. Okay. Governor, last time we were here, we asked you if you knew Mark Tripp. And what do you think has changed since then? This photo of you and in the army is taken from larger photo that has Tripp beside Duvall. Are you sure you didn't know him? Everyone knew each other by nicknames. Maybe I didn't know him as Tripp. Maybe I didn't know him. There were a lot of guys. Anyway, it would make no difference if I did know him back then. I don't know him now. Yeah, but you lied about it. That makes the difference. Cody. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm pretty sure they got like swapped. I need a hint. I don't know what to put together. Yeah. We were arguing about it and somebody mentioned Jody. So he is not dead? Tripp and his killer were arguing about someone called Jody. Joe Duvall's army nickname. So whoever got Tripp knew he was him from his army days. Oh my god, it could have been the governor because nobody saw him. And there's nobody else in the picture who's like, it's only those three. Mark, Jody, or Joe, and Governor Johnson. From his army days. Which is Governor Johnson. Come on. There we go. If we know that someone from Tripp's army days killed him and the governor knew Tripp from the army, is it crazy to think? It's only crazy if you're wrong. Let's keep looking. He could have been seen, but he wasn't. Didn't I link that? No, I linked those two. Oh. That gun in the glass case over there belonged to Mark Tripp. There's no question in my mind now that the army friend Tripp was arguing with was Johnson, but why would he put the gun back in the case unless he doesn't know they're different? Johnson deliberately left his service weapon at the scene and took trips assuming they were identical because they were the same model. He didn't want to have the smoking gun in his possession and thought he would just assume it was Tripp's. We almost fell for it. Well, we didn't. We have Johnson with the gun, but who tipped him off about our meeting? Merrick, of course. He bugged it. Because he bugged the phone. Dumbass. Hello, Governor Johnson. Does this mean anything to you? Oh, what wings dare he... On what wings dare he aspire? But the hand there sees the fire. William Blake, I never cared much for it. So why do you have a gun engraved with it, huh? That's so weird. So you wouldn't have it engraved on grip of your service weapon. Now you've lost me, detective. Governor Johnson, unless you can explain the fact that you have Mark Tripp's engraved gun presented in a glass case, I am going to have to arrest you for his murder. I believe Officer Merrick told you Mark Tripp was going to hand over the FD file and you killed him to stop it being leaked. An engraving? I don't believe it. Detective Clark, if Captain Merrick failed to frame Clancy, why wouldn't he try to frame me too? Also, there's nothing in that document that's incriminating. Do you know how many lead poisoning deaths there are in this country each year? Ask yourself why I would want to cover it up. There's no cover-up. If you're going to make grand accusations, you're going to need less holes in your case. No cover-up of FD file. Oh, why did you swap the guns? I'm trying to link everything. Everything needs to be linked. Ba 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 ba. And then why did you ask him to edit for you, huh? Huh? Not only did you pressure Clancy into interfering with Karen Whittaker's article laden with facts from the FD file, you also had her killed. First of all, Karen Whittaker wasn't using those facts in context. Clancy was protecting me from politically biased article. You know how many people die of lead poisoning in this country each year? I'm sure Karen Whittaker did. Yet she conveniently forgot to put that in her article. Secondly, Mark Tripp killed Miss Whittaker. He was a violent thug. I never wanted anyone to die. Doesn't mean that nobody died. Johnson didn't want anyone to die. So why is there so many dead people around here, huh? Why dead people if you don't want dead people? Okay, I need a hint. Where do you go? You go. Just no dialogue. Yeah. Why you don't want murder when Frank is dead, huh? So you didn't want Frank Daniels to die when you had John Riley take him out? Your main opposition? Mark was supposed to steal the file from Frank, not hire some scumbag with a gun. Frank was going to use it to try and destroy me and destroy the lives of the people who worked at the plant. And before you ask, no, I didn't have John Riley killed in prison. Oh, why you called the day he died then? To ask about dinner or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. Killing of John. Then why did you call that day, huh? Kinda weird. You placed the call to your good old pal Harry Cromwell the day of John Riley's death. You ordered the hit. That wasn't a hit, it was a reprimand. Your Captain Merrick is also a friend of Harry's. If you're looking for someone to blame, look closer to home. I'm not saying I'm going to heaven, but if you have to see, I'm trying to do some good here. There are people who want to see the water plant shut down just for political gain. Whatever harm it caused in the past, it's clean now. It's brought jobs, helped the economy. Don't burn it all down because of the likes of Merrick and Tripp. Merrick, who you've just thrown under the bus, and Tripp you shot? If I have to choose between Mark Tripp and the lives of the decent, ordinary people of this town, I choose the town every time. Detective Clark, you can arrest me and shut down the plant for no meaningful gain. Or you can give me the chance to make this right. I'll make sure the water plant passes its upcoming review and then I'll step down, leave politics, whatever it takes. Meanwhile, we allow corruption to run rampant. I'll give Merrick an early retirement. Please don't punish the town in the name of justice. What kind of justice is that? So kind of you. Johnson will step down when he knows water treatment plant jobs are safe. Gosh darn it. Houston, we have a problem. Maybe Johnson really was just trying to save the jobs at the water treatment plant. Maybe Johnson was just trying to save his own job. I'll check back with you soon. Johnson was trying to save the water treatment. I don't like, yeah, those are the two whys. Gun in the glass case, and then who is Governor Johnson? Okay, I got it. No, I don't got it. Oh my god, a gun in glass case isn't the one that killed him, it's the gun that's here. No, it's the gun that was left. Jesus, that's my bad. My bad. Look at all this. Conspiracy, murder, perverting the course of justice. And you're telling me we can't arrest him? Hey, that's not what I said. I said we ought to think about it. You think we should arrest him? I don't know. He killed somebody. Look at me. I tried to do the right thing and lost my daylight privileges. This isn't about us. We literally couldn't get put in a crappier basement. It's not about doing the right thing. It's that I don't know what the right thing is. Either we say nothing and let Johnson and Merrick away with murder, or we arrest Johnson and leave the town to its fate. On the one hand, we're letting the town continue to prosper, hoping struggle places like the Sunrise Diner can stay open and desperate people like Billy Lee's father can keep their jobs. And on the other, we're pursuing justice and taking down criminals no matter the cost. Taking away this town's second chance, and it might not get another one. Oh, why you make it so hard? Why? I want the... Oh, I do want the people to thrive in the town. And he did make promises. If he doesn't keep those promises, I will come after him personally. I became a police officer to try and do some good, make the world a better place. I think this is time to do something good. We have to let some bad things slide. Does that make... No. They're the ones who've done bad things. We're choosing not to make it worse. But there's one thing I won't tolerate. What's that? People calling in my basement crappy? Wow. Getting at me with that. Okay. Okay, Houston. You gotta fight. I just got off the phone with my source. And? The path to City Hall is clear now. About time. What? Was she behind it? What do you mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean? I don't understand what that meant. Nice. I did not get 3 out of 4? Which one am I missing? What about him? No, I didn't get even his. 3 out of 4? Which one am I missing? Maybe the first episodes. I didn't look that hard then. I didn't look hard any episodes, but I remember not finding anything in number 1. That's all of them done. Wow. Well, we'll never know what that meant with the rosemary. Let's see. I have a few people that's on. Come on, load in. Phone, please. Yeah, let's right into Owly. He has just started getting back. But it's been good. Good story. And everything got wrapped up in the end. Look at all these things we got from all of the cases. Now it's mine. Nobody else's. I'll be back on Friday. We'll see how far further or how well my computer do with Split Fiction again. I want to continue the game. It's a good game. Look at all them chickens. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'll see you guys on Friday with more screams of Split Fiction. Bye bye. It's starting to. That spawned in my face. That is not okay. That is. Oh.
Are you getting arrested?
No. Ah! Oh.
Yeah, you in jail.
PQ, are you in jail?
No.
You are in jail, aren't you?
Fuck it! Hey! We survived! We did break the glass!
No, we both. There's a clown there. Oh, I lived.
The boy who lived, come to
So these blue dots
Oh, yeah.
are they take away things.
Take away?
They take away.
Okay, maybe I will like this one more because it takes away. And I can have free range. Maybe I was very quick to my judgment.